One of the best investments you can make as a cyclist is buying a power meter. And if you don't know what a power meter is, it's basically a device that goes on your bike that uses strain gauges to measure your power output. And it's not only good just for increasing your fitness, but also being able to pace yourself with a group ride or a race. Power meters come in all shapes and sizes. They can be mounted on your cranksets as a spider or a left crank. They can be wheel hubs or even pedal power meters. There are many aspects to consider when buying a power meter, such as how it reacts to heat, how easy it is to replace the battery, and how long the battery actually lasts, how easy it is to transfer the power meter from one bike to another, how much it weighs, and how much it costs. So most modern power meters these days will do just fine in different types of weather conditions and temperatures. In terms of battery, some will last longer than others. However, certain brands like SRM will require you to uninstall your power meter, send it to the factory so they can replace the battery for you, thus making it very impractical for most users. Some power meters will be easier to transfer from one bike to the other. So if you have a wheel-based power meter, all you have to do is just take off the wheel and put it on the other bike. Same with pedals, just very easy to uninstall. So this option is definitely something to think about if you have multiple bikes you train and race on. When it comes to weight, typically, the crank-based power meters are going to be the lightest option. And in terms of price, power meters can range from just a few $100s to a few $1,000s. So it's a very big market in the cycling industry right now. So there are many aspects to consider when buying a power meter. So before I even make my own recommendation, I would highly suggest that you do your own research to find out what the best power meter is for you at the time you're going to invest. So many of the stuff that I'm talking about in this video may become outdated with the way technology is evolving. That being said, Bike Radar released a very in-depth video on power meters. It's very good. I highly suggest you guys check it out. But basically, they concluded that the best power meters are made by Quark. And that is definitely what I found when I was doing my own personal research, which is why I equipped it on my tarmac. First off, the Quark power meter does very well in different temperatures and doesn't really require any calibration. The battery is very easy to change. All you have to do is unscrew the little Q cap and replace the battery. It also lasts very long. I've done over 2,300 miles on that power meter, and I still haven't replaced the original battery. Also, it only adds 50 grams over the standard S-Works carbon spider, and it's the most accurate power meter out there on the market. Although, I wouldn't put accuracy on the top of your list to look out for power meters, because as long as you're seeing consistent numbers and you base your judgment off those numbers, I think you should be just fine, even if those numbers are not accurate of what you're doing. Quark power meters range anywhere from $800 to $1,400. So definitely not the cheapest or the most expensive power meter out there, but the great thing is that they offer a wide range of compatibility as well, so it works with most cranks besides Campagnolo. But if you do have Campagnolo, Power 2 Max does make a Campagnolo power meter, as well as Stages in the future will be releasing Campagnolo compatible power meters. However, I've never personally used any of those other brands besides Quark. I've had very good experience with Quark. The only downside I would say is that you can't easily transfer it from one bike to the other because it's bolted on the actual crankset. If you are looking for a power meter that can easily be transferred from one bike to another, I would recommend PowerTap, which make the wheel hub based power meters, and also the Garmin Vector pedals. But for me, I have my S-Works Tarmac, which is my performance bike, and it's also the bike that has the Quark power meter on it. And I'm fine with having that one bike with the power meter, because if I'm just cruising around, I just go on my Giant Defy, which is my aluminum bike, and it's a bit heavier, so I don't really care about my numbers too much when I'm just cruising around. But if I want to actually do a good workout, I'm on my tarmac. But like I said, do your own research, find out which power meter is the best for you. But at the end of the day, I highly recommend you invest in a power meter. It's so good for just increasing your fitness, becoming a better cyclist, as well as being able to pace yourself when it comes to intense group rides or even races. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll have that link to Bike Radar's video on power meters in the description down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more videos on cycling. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.